Picture a dark prison cell in 1794. Josephine de Beauharnais, widowed and alone, awaits the guillotine. Her world has collapsed, her husband executed, her children left behind, her future erased. Fast forward 10 years. The same woman kneels in a grand cathedral as Napoleon crowns her Empress of the French. Josephine's journey from condemned prisoner to empress is one of history's most dramatic transformations. She never led armies or signed treaties, but her influence was profound, quiet, resilient, and rooted in social intelligence. In an age of violence, Josephine wielded power through charm, culture, and connection. Her story proves that power isn't just about force, it's about grace and the ability to inspire. Born Marie-Joseph Rose Tacher de la Pagerie, she became Josephine at Napoleon's insistence, a symbol of her new identity. Haunted by a fortune teller's prophecy of abandonment, Josephine's fear shaped her choices and relationships. She survived a turbulent first marriage, revolution, widowhood, and single motherhood before capturing Napoleon's heart. Josephine's life was a masterclass in adaptation. She learned to thrive in a world determined to break her. Her intelligence and charm were her weapons, turning tragedy into triumph. She showed that survival could be an art form. Josephine's rise wasn't just about becoming empress, it was about refusing defeat. Her legacy is the strength of a woman who transformed loss into power. She became a symbol of resilience in a time of chaos. Josephine's story is a reminder that influence can be subtle yet world-changing. She left behind not just a title, but a lesson in survival. Her journey is proof that even in the darkest times, transformation is possible. Josephine, the unlikely empress, remains a testament to the enduring power of reinvention. Josephine's story begins in 1763 on Martinique, a lush Caribbean island. Her family owned a sugar plantation, their fortunes built on the labor of enslaved people. Young Rose grew up barefoot, speaking Creole, surrounded by vibrant nature, a love that would last her whole life. Disaster struck when a hurricane destroyed their home, plunging the family into financial uncertainty. Her education was simple, but her charm and grace set her apart. She learned to dance, navigate social situations, and win people over, skills that would serve her in Paris. As a teen, a fortune teller predicted she'd have an unhappy marriage, become a widow, and rise above a queen. The prophecy seemed impossible, but it lingered in her mind. When her family arranged a marriage in France, Josephine's destiny began to unfold. She left Martinique, carrying with her resilience born from hardship and hope for a new life. The island's beauty and pain shaped her spirit. Josephine's journey from Martinique to France was the first step toward an extraordinary fate. At 16, Josephine sailed to France to marry Alexandre de Beauharnais, hoping to secure her family's future. Paris was cold and formal, a world away from Martinique. Alexandre was sophisticated but distant, and the marriage was unhappy. Josephine found purpose in motherhood, pouring her love into her children, Eugène and Hortense. She worked to refine her manners and adapt to high society. The French Revolution shattered their world. Aristocrats became targets. Alexandre was arrested and executed. Josephine was imprisoned, her fate uncertain. Each day in Carme's prison, she faced the threat of the guillotine. Her name was on the execution list, but fate intervened. Robespierre fell, and Josephine was freed just in time. She emerged a widow, penniless but alive, her resilience tested and proven. The revolution had stripped her of everything but her will to survive. Josephine's escape from death marked the beginning of her transformation. She was no longer just a survivor, she was ready to reinvent herself. The darkness of the terror gave way to a new, uncertain world. Josephine stepped into it, determined to shape her own destiny. Freed from prison, Josephine faced Paris as a penniless widow with 2 children. Instead of despair, she used her charm and social skills to become a leading figure in post-revolutionary salons. In this vibrant world, she met Napoleon Bonaparte, a young, ambitious general, captivated by her elegance and poise. Napoleon saw in Josephine the sophistication he craved. She saw in him a chance for security. Their relationship was a blend of passion, ambition, and calculation. Napoleon's love letters were intense, but Josephine was cautious, still healing from her past. Practicality won out. She married Napoleon in 1796, just before he left for Italy. Their marriage was marked by long separations, jealousy, and drama. Josephine enjoyed her freedom in Paris, while Napoleon's devotion bordered on obsession. Despite infidelities and tension, their partnership was powerful. Josephine gave Napoleon social legitimacy. He gave her protection and a path to power. Together, they built the foundation of an empire. Their union was more than romance, it was a strategic alliance. Josephine's ability to adapt made her indispensable to Napoleon's rise. She transformed from survivor to empress-in-waiting. Their story was just beginning. As empress, Josephine's influence was felt everywhere, through style, culture, and grace. She revolutionized fashion, embracing flowing classical gowns that defined the empire style. Her taste set trends across Europe, making Paris the fashion capital. Josephine's love of jewelry and cashmere shawls sparked new obsessions. She worked with jewelers to create iconic pieces, symbols of imperial power. Her court at the Tuileries was renowned for elegance and refinement. Josephine softened Napoleon's image, winning over skeptics with her charm. She became a major patron of the arts, commissioning works that defined the era. Her extravagant spending promoted French industries and projected imperial splendor. Josephine's public appearances were masterclasses in image-making. Through style and patronage, she shaped the cultural foundation of Napoleon's empire. Her influence was subtle but transformative. Josephine proved that grace could be as powerful as any army. Despite her power, Josephine's greatest sorrow was her inability to give Napoleon an heir. The pressure was immense. Napoleon's dynasty depended on a son. Josephine tried everything, but the years passed without success. Napoleon's family urged him to divorce her. Josephine lived in constant fear of being cast aside. In 1809, Napoleon made the painful decision to end their marriage for the sake of the empire. Their divorce was intimate and heartbreaking. Both wept, but Josephine understood the necessity. She handled the public ceremony with dignity, declaring her willingness to sacrifice for France. Josephine kept her title and her beloved Malmaison estate. Though no longer empress, she remained in Napoleon's heart and the public's affection. Her grace in loss won her lasting admiration. After the divorce, Josephine retreated to Malmaison, transforming it into a botanical wonderland. She filled her gardens with rare plants and exotic animals, creating a living museum of the world's flora and fauna. Her passion for nature became her solace and legacy. Josephine corresponded with scientists and explorers, introducing new species to Europe. Malmaison's gardens became legendary, home to hundreds of rose varieties and creatures from distant lands. Even in retirement, Josephine remained influential. Napoleon visited and foreign leaders sought her company. In 1814, after a walk with Tsar Alexander, she caught a cold that quickly worsened. Surrounded by her children and her beloved flowers, Josephine died at Malmaison. Her final years were marked by beauty, curiosity, and peace. Josephine's garden was her final masterpiece. She left the world as she had lived, gracefully, and on her own terms. Josephine's legacy is far more than being Napoleon's first wife. She survived revolution, loss, and public heartbreak with intelligence and grace. Her influence shaped an era through fashion, art, and science. The empire style she championed still echoes in design today. Her passion for botany left a scientific legacy, with Malmaison's gardens and Redouté's illustrations enduring as masterpieces. Josephine's descendants sit on thrones across Europe, her bloodline woven into modern royalty. She proved that strength can be quiet, creative, and resilient. Josephine's life is a lesson in survival and reinvention. Her story endures as a testament to the power of transformation. Josephine, the Empress of Survival, continues to inspire.